Hi, I'm Leah Luna Frank, and I just made a Leah 2.5 years ago to SFAT, and I have been having an amazing time meeting special people who want to grow in their spirit, in their health, in their emotional health, and physical health. So I had come from New York, where about, I would say, 6, 7 years ago, I discovered the oils when I went to visit someone, and I discovered that they had 10 basic oils on their coffee table. And I was very curious and started to open each one of them. And I sensed the smell, and I just, one after another, I sensed them all, and I felt like such elevation. I just had never experienced something so special. So I took pictures and of the bottles. I said, I have to make sure that I find this on the internet. And I looked it up. I wanted to order right away. I sold myself into these oils. And when I go to buy, it says you need an ID of someone who sponsors you. So I called up my friends and I said, I want to buy the oil just like you have at home. And they said, well, we don't sell it. And they refer me to someone in Los Angeles, someone who I didn't know, I didn't have a connection with, and but they were very helpful in helping me learn the healing properties of the oils, and helping me to share until I was able to do it on my own. So when I wanted to buy, the lady, didn't want to just sell me. She wanted to sell me the oils that will be appropriate for my health issues. So she asked me, what are your health issues? And I said, well, I have allergic reactions. I sneeze a lot, with the pollens, the flowers, the trees. And I used to take a Zyrtec every day for my allergies. So she said, amazing. We have something, it's called Breathe. Here in Israel, they call it air. And it's just an amazing compound of oils that help you really just by smelling it. You don't even need to ingest that oil. It helped me get rid of the medication. I no longer take medication for years regarding my allergies. Well, I don't take any medications anyway. So I was interested in learning about where all this came from. The ancient times, the Egyptians used to use these oils for plants, for cosmetics, for religious purposes, and they used to bury their pharaohs and with their jewels and with their oils. And thieves used to break into the graves and steal the oils and leave the jewels. So they were considered very, very valuable. And then Hippocrates came on, he's the father of modern health, and he used plants for his patients. Then we also use the essential oils for the Ketoret in the Bet HaMikdash. And we had also afterwards in the Second World War, Jean Valnet used oils on the soldiers for healing. And 2008 came our company, Doterra, and it forms a co-impact partnership with growers around the world. and to protect the agricultural traditions, all providing the most potent essential oils that exist today. So they partner with underdeveloped countries, and they do plenty of chesed, besides giving opportunities of growth for their poorest communities. They do donations for building schools, building educational programs, building a soup kitchen in a community. Really very, very special work Doterra does for the world. We are in over 100 countries around the world, and it has given opportunities to people for healing. We are in over 3 million homes so far, and we continue to do research and supporting the use of the oils in people's wellness. So I want you to know about why are people turning back to earth for solutions. Because we have found that medications, which is the biggest, pharmaceutical is the biggest industry in the world. They produce these synthetic compounds that eliminate symptoms and don't go to the root of things. And they affect the liver, they affect your kidneys, they affect your body in some way or another, alleviating initial symptoms by creating new symptoms. And that is why people are trying to look into the natural solutions. They are looking at the earth for solutions. Why? Because it is natural, it is effective, and it's safe. So we have, for example, I'm going to be talking to you about the main essential oils that we use pretty much every day. This is peppermint. I don't know if you can see in the screen because I cannot see it. There it is, peppermint. And a drop of peppermint, it is so powerful that it's equivalent to 28 cups of tea. Oh, wow. The peppermint is used to cool, like, for example, if you have fever, it cools down the fever. If you're very hot and you don't have an air conditioning, what I do is I just drop a few drops on my neck and it just slides down and it cools my whole body. In United States, we use this in the classrooms to just have the children stay alert. And it also relaxes tension, relieves feelings of tension, promotes healthy respiratory function. So whenever you are congested, what I usually recommend to do is just drop one drop, rub your hands, and wow, it just opens up everything, your whole respiratory system. Also, you can close one fist and wow, I just love it. I can't describe how amazing and opening and feeling this feels. So I talk about being effective, and effective means that, compared to the modern approach of medicines, we are going to the root cause of our symptoms. The oils contain hundreds of different compounds, providing complex and versatile abilities to combat threats without building up resistance. So, you know, when you're taking a medication and you took it for long enough, maybe your body needs a higher dosage. With the oils, it doesn't happen. So your body does not build up resistance toward it. So the essential oils has something magical, which is that can pass through the cell membrane. For example, we have On Guard. On Guard we use for protection when you're feeling like symptoms are happening. Let me see if you can see there it goes. There you go. Symptoms of cold, or your body is running down. This is a protective, promotes healthy immune response. It fights odors. It protects you against environmental threats. And it also promotes healthy complexion. So you can ingest On Guard, just like you can ingest peppermint. You can ingest a drop of peppermint, refreshes your mouth. And On Guard, you can put under your tongue, over your tongue. You can smell it. Actually, I will tell you about the ways we use the oils. This is Doterra sets a new standard for purity with a code that is called CPT, Certified Pure and Therapeutic Grade, in response to unregulated essential oil standards that limit the usage and benefits of people. So if you go to the health food store, for example, and you buy an oil that says is pure, 100% pure, and you can check the bottle to see if you can ingest it, most of those oils you cannot ingest. If they were really pure, you would be able to ingest them. So there are three ways that we are using the oils. One is by smelling it either directly from the bottle or through a diffuser. We diffuse the aroma into the air, the room where we are at. And we can take it in capsules, can ingest it, or we can apply it topically in whatever area of the body we are wishing to heal. So another oil I would like to share with you is the frankincense. And frankincense is the oil, it's called the king of all oils. Frankincense supports a healthy cellular function. It lifts your mood and awareness. It calms stress and tension. It promotes feelings of relaxation. It soothes cuts and bites. And the most important aspect of frankincense is that is the oil for the brain. And I want to share with you an experience that I had with frankincense. I have a grandson who is 3 years old, who was born prematurely. And he was born at 26 weeks. He had every complication in the book. He had a brain bleed. He had a hernia. He's got a rupture of the intestines that was making his body septic. It was just every complication that you can imagine that a premature baby could have, he had. And we were told by the surgeons, the doctors, that he will need a brain surgery because the fluids were not flowing from one ventricle to another, and he had this blood clot. So they said, you're not leaving the hospital without that surgery. The nurse once came to my husband and I and said, I want you to be prepared. You're bringing home a child that is brain damaged, and he may not be able to walk or may not be able to see. Who knows, or to learn. And I immediately thought of frankincense, that is the king of the oils. Whenever you don't know what to use for anything, you use frankincense and it's going to help. So I decided, without asking the doctors, to put frankincense right in the bottom of the skull, and without the dilution or anything. They said you have to dilute the oils for babies. I just believe so much in it that I said we have to do this, and the parents were on board with me, and we were 99 days in the hospital. We really didn't know if this child was going to live or not. And Baruch Hashem, with a lot of prayers and this frankincense treatment, the child progressed. My son actually asked the doctor, what is the chance that we can live without the surgery? And he said only a miracle will be able to allow you to live without the surgery. And it happened that with everything we did, he did not need the surgery. And we left the hospital on the same day that he was supposed to be born. And he had his brit milah, his circumcision, on the day he was supposed to, if he would have been born on time. And today he's 3 years and a few months, maybe 3 years, 3 months. And he is absolutely adorable, perfect. He could not be more perfect than he is, really. He's just, he's learning, he davens, he is very, very close in spirituality. I guess because all the prayer that was done for him, somehow it caught up with him. So we are very grateful. I do believe in what we are using here. And of course, with the help of above, everything works. Another thing I wanted to tell you is that this grade of certified pure and therapeutic is done by a third-party company. It's not Doterra itself who puts the stamp. It's a third-party company who checks every single oil, every single batch of oils, and they run the lab testings for purity. And in the bottom of each one of the bottles, you will see numbers, and you can go into a website that allows you to check every single oil's testing, what was done for this particular batch. So you will know when it was tested, when it came out, and if they find anything that is not pure, they will get rid of the whole batch. They don't care if they lose money or what. So it's there. What the company really cares about is the quality of the product that they are sharing. Now, I want to speak to you about Melaleuca. Melaleuca is tea tree oil. it can come, the bottle can come with both names. In the United States called Melaleuca, and here in Europe office, they call it tea tree. So that is an antibacterial and antiviral. So this is just like the perfect time to use Melaleuca. You can ingest it, you can smell it, or you can put it topically. I've used it when I've had sore throats or when I've had cuts that you want to prevent infections. I use it for the gums, healthy gums, you know, with the toothbrush. When you're brushing, you can put 1 drop of Melaleuca and it just prevents infections in your mouth. It's really one of my favorite oils is Melaleuca. So this is lemon. It's another one of the most common oils. And lemon has a lot of uses. You can use it for your body to prevent acidity, for digestion. Actually, I don't know if I told you peppermint is also used for digestion. You can put it in your water and it just gives you an amazing flavor. Sometimes you don't like the taste of the water from your filter or whatever, you can just add the lemon and it doesn't only give you a good taste, but it's good for the esophagus and the whole digestive system. I actually used lemon when I was stung by a bee. I was in a museum here in Israel on a vacation, and I was stung for the first time by a bee. Happened to have my book, which is my Bible, the Modern Essentials Handbook, and I looked up a bee sting, and one of the oils was lemon. I happened to have it in the car. I used it, and it just relieved the pain instantly. It was fascinating to see, to feel. Here, now that I'm talking about the book, I want you to know the book has a section where it teaches you some reflexology chart for the hands and for the feet, and you are able to put the oils to the area that correspond to the area that you want to heal. So you don't need to be a reflexologist or an acupuncturist to be able to tap into these resources. This is very simple. Then the book has a section on each one of the oils, quick botanical facts, how they extract the oils from the flowers, what are common uses, and what are the common applications for it. It gives you protocols for each one of them and each one of the physical problems that you may experience. It gives you charts where you see who the oil is safe for, if it's safe for children, if it's safe for pregnancy. So this is a magnificent book that I do recommend everyone who would like to learn about the oils to get themselves this small book. It comes on a bigger version with hardcover and a beautiful, beautiful book. Okay, let's go on with this particular oil is Digest Zen. I use it for digestion to have an amazing, it smells like licorice. It's for tummy ache, For a baby who has colics, you know, you put it on the belly button, you massage, and the baby instantly gets relief. Digestion comes in capsules and in the oils. I usually use the oils. Then we have wild orange. Wild orange helps relieve anxiety. It just helps lift your mood. It's very refreshing. I wish you were here to smell it all. And we have here oregano. And oregano is a very hot oil, very strong. So you cannot really ingest it alone. I use it to spice foods. I use it for immune system response. They sell these empty capsules that you can pour 2 or 3 drops of the combination of the oils you wanna put. I usually, when I wanna give an immune boost, I use oregano, clove, melaleuca, and on guard, and just put it all in a capsule and take it. The relief is really very, very quick. It's very potent. Then we have lavender. Lavender I use for many purposes. First of all, it helps you calm down. It helps your nervous system shut off. When you can't sleep at night, you can pour some drops on a pillow. And I don't usually sleep with a pillow, so I put it on the sheet by where my head will lay. And I fall asleep pretty much instantly. I don't have to wonder. I just let the oil relax. I surrender, and I fall asleep very quickly. Also, lavender is very good mixed with Roman chamomile or mixed with the coconut oil, which is a carrier oil. Doterra's coconut oil has been defractionated. That means the fat has been extracted. So when it's always in liquid form, it doesn't get hard like the coconut oil that you get in the health food store. And you can mix it when there is skin sensitivities or you want to prevent from something being too strong. You can mix it with the oil of your choice and use it. You can use it with the babies, the lavender and chamomile for diaper rash. Now, this is deep blue. Deep blue is combination of oils that bring about pain relief. It also comes in a cream form, and I just love it. It works rather quickly as well. And those are like the main essential oils. I want to show you that you can get these oils eventually for free. And most people like free things. I want to show you a way that you can join Doterra. Actually, you can get first discounted prices, wholesale prices, by just paying 30 euros a year. When you first come in, you have the choice to buy a package. I'm not going to be talking about prices here. You have different packages, and the packages include usually the basic oils that we just talked about. and some of them include supplements, vitamins, diffusers. And when you buy one of these initial packages, this is for a person who is desiring doing business. It's a business leaders kit that has every product that Doterra produces. And there is an every oil kit that comes with a diffuser and the coconut oil and just each one of the oils that Doterra offers. So when you buy one of these kits, this membership to get reduced prices for a whole year comes included in the price of the kit. And when you become a loyal customer, that means that you are buying oils every month on a regular basis. And if you buy 50 euros, minimum 50 euros, you can start accumulating a percentage for free products. I don't know if I have it here. So the first 3 months, if you start with a small kit, you start at 10%. If you start with a big kit, I think you start at 20 or 25%. And every 3 months that you are buying regularly from the company, you're adding a 5% more. So it goes from 10% all the way to 30% that you get back in points equivalent to euros, and you can order free products from there. So in order to make your order, if you don't need oils, you can find friends who may need, and you can put together an order, and then you're meeting your requirements for free products. I love free products. So there are people who like to use it just for physical health, and there are people who like to address also their emotional health. So this is a book that I use for looking up emotions and their response to different oils. So each one of the oils have a whole write-up on what it does for your emotional health. So let me see, I want to read you what it says for frankincense, because that's also one of my favorite oils. Frankincense reveals deceptions and false truth. It invites individuals to let go of lower vibrations, lies, deceptions, and negativity. This oil helps create new perspectives based on light and truth. Frankincense recalls to memory spiritual understandings, gifts, wisdom, and knowledge that the soul brought into this world. It is a powerful cleanser of spiritual darkness. Frankincense assists in pulling the scales of darkness from the eyes, the barriers from the mind, and the walls from the heart. Through connecting the soul with its inner light, this oil reveals the truth. Frankincense supports in creating a healthy attachment with one's Father. It assists in spiritual awakening and helps an individual feel the love of the divine. When one has felt abandoned or forgotten, frankincense reminds them that they are loved and protected. While this oil is incredibly powerful, it is also gentle, like a loving father who nurtures, guides, and protects. Frankincense shields the body and soul from negative influences and assists the soul in its spiritual evolution. Enhancing practices of prayer and meditation, this oil opens a spiritual channel that allows an individual to connect to God. Through the light and power of frankincense, the individual can draw closer to divinity, healthy masculinity, and grandeur of the true self. So it says here that it addresses negative emotions like abandon, spiritually disconnected, distant from the Father, unprotected, spiritual darkness, and misalignment. Positive properties of the oil: enlightened, loved, protected, wisdom, discerning, spiritually open, and connected to Father. Companion oils, it gives you some companion oils that you can use, and you can use it aromatically, topically, or environmentally. So you can spray it with a bottle, mist around, or just put it in the diffuser. So this is just to give you an example of what fascinates me, and really I don't get a moment to be bored discovering all these beauties. So if you are interested in joining me in doTERRA, I will educate you from the very beginning and support you in your needs. My phone number is 055 888 295, and for America is 917-676-5145. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.